wanted to review for a long time and I just didn't know how to go about it. Because when you watch an anime that's new, or maybe you're young and you don't really know what to watch, if you're young enough, at least as young as I am or as old as I am, then you mostly watch most of the anime you've seen in your younger years on Toonami from Cartoon Network on Adult Swim. Well, nothing like gangs, murder, and people with missing heads to start it off, right? Today we'll be discussing an anime that has its problems, granted, easily granted, but is still very entertaining, and is still being watched and even talked about to this day. Hello everyone from here in Neptunia, welcome to Anime Mirage. I am Sinjo, and today, the 2010 anime adaptation of Ryoko Natra. Durarara. Let's get started. Ikebukuro district of Japan. And it's also technically the main character of the story. You would think it would be these three, and it's about this young man named Mikado Ryoganime who moves into the big city to meet up with his old childhood friend Masao Mikita. Along the way they meet up Ari Sonohara. Both the boys may or may not have a crush, but that's not all. There are two more other points of the plot in which a gang turf war between two gangs and a serial killer are on the loose, and the other is called the Black Rider named Celty, who we will get here in a little bit. For the most part, this anime is pretty good, but as I said before, none of these guys are the actual main characters. In the end, it's Ikebukuro as a whole that makes it the main character. What I like about this anime is it's interesting. The story of the Black Rider of Celty, her backstory is interesting. The history between the two gangs is very interesting. Character I can kind of talk about is Izaya Horihara. Izaya is like that asshole at a frat party. You don't want to like him, but you just do. Izaya is an information broker, and he reminds me a lot of like Jalal during the Tower of Heaven arc in Fairy Tail. He tries to plan out everything, and then everything that his enemies do. But enough of that, onto the animation sound. But before I go there, this guy is beyond just the clear antagonist of the whole thing. And it's one of the things that puts him in like my top 10 most liked assholes. Like, I don't want to like him, but I just do. But now I think it's time for something a little different. So, on to the next thing. The anime was done by Team Brainbase, which has done such work as Spice and Wolf Season 2, Snafu, and even the great Bakano, which apparently is in the same universe as Durarara. As to be expected, the animation is good, as well as the opening and the endings. The opening and the endings were very, very good. I definitely listened more to the opening than I did the endings. Like, the endings were good, but I never skipped the opening to either of the two songs that are at. And I think this is one of the few times that I actually liked the second opening better than I did the first. The music was composed by Makoto Yoshimori, who did work for Bakano. Again, apparently, same universe. But Princess Jellyfish is the second season of Durarara, which I will get to in a later video. I'm not going to cover that. And like I said, the opening and the endings just steal the show in every way, shape, and form. As far as the dub versus sub conversation thing goes, I liked it a little more in the dub. Now, that is to be expected. It is from Aniplex, but that also means it's going to be incredibly expensive. Now, to be clear, the sub is really good. However, I saw the show on Toonami when I was younger in dub, and I am of the opinion, and it's not always the best opinion, but I am of the opinion that whichever one I watch first is normally the one I like more. Now, of course, there's exceptions to this rule, depending on the anime as it goes on. But that's kind of getting out of character, so we're just gonna move it on. Move it on. I can't say that it's great. It's beyond great. But I can't also say that it's terrible either. It's not great, it's not terrible, but for me, I got some enjoyment. So much so that I've seen it more than once. I've seen it maybe 3 or 4 times. That's how much I like it. So I guess you could call this my guilty pleasure anime. It's one reason why is because I like an anime that has a somewhat different style. Another good one could be Baccano, or hell, even Project K. All of them both those two had a very similar, different type of style. Especially with the background and the city and all that. I thought that was great. So for me, I like that kind of stuff. So not only was it just a guilty pleasure of mine, but so what's my final verdict on Durarara? Well, the issue I have with Durarara is its pacing. The thing that made Baccano so good is the pacing. The pacing was so good that you could see where everyone was coming from, what their ideals were, to at least a certain standpoint. But you understood their motivations, their plans. And that's just not something you see in Durarara. So with everything, all things considered, in character, story, animation, sound, dub versus sub, and my own personal enjoyment, I'm gonna give Durarara Season 1 with a recommendation to stream it rather than buy. Hopefully the second season will fix things for me, and I can come back and say, you know what, oh my god, I was wrong. I was so wrong. You guys need to watch it. Buy it now, But I doubt that's gonna actually happen. But who knows, right? For alternate anime recommendations, I first point you to the aforementioned Baccano. It's the exact same story, only with the ending and the details just done a little better. The other one is going to kind of be a half-blind one for me, because I have seen Season 1, and I'm working through Season 2, and I haven't gotten through it just yet, and that's Blood Blockade Battlefront. So between those two, you'll find something that can keep your interest. Durarara is licensed and owned by Aniplex of America. You can find it on the website, watch it, buy it. Again, recommend not buying it only because it's not worth it, because it costs so much. You can find it on Netflix along with the sequel. By all means, watch them. And I think that's going to be it for me, guys. If you like this, please leave a like down at the bottom. While you're already down there, hit that subscribe button and woo! Tell you what, since you're already hitting that subscribe button, why don't you ring that notification bell so you guys can get updates on when I make new videos. Okay? Okay. Please follow me on Twitter. Entering here. Follow me on Facebook. And guys, if you feel like this are good videos and you feel like helping me out, getting them looking a little bit nicer, go on my Patreon, and if you feel it within your very souls to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. That's gonna be it for me. Thank you to my Patreons who have worked so far. I will see you guys in the next review, which the next review, as I promised for so long, is going to be canon. I promised you this before I left on my big business trip. By the way, thank you for everyone who sent me good luck in that video. Greatly appreciate it. The business did go very well. The meeting went very well. I was gone for about a week. I don't really plan on doing that again this year. I don't think I have another one scheduled for this year, but I'll give you guys updates if there is. But back to the good news. We have been waiting, or at least I have been waiting, to review this. And now next week, you'll get your chance to watch as the next episode. So, stay tuned, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Holla!